once they start eating ass, how can you be romantic after people eat ass?
Yo,
Once
I was trying to see what you think if there's something to it. They say that's also the reason why you see a lot of black men in interracial relationships, not because they don't like black women or black women.
They're running from their mother. They're running from their sister. They running from the black girl who they used to like in school, that was more charismatic than him and could talk loud. Boy, sis, he's running from that.
Nigga, what?
He has a point. A lot of guys are running away from aggressive women. One thing that black men have been dealing with their entire lives is aggressive women. Whether it comes from mom, grandma, auntie, your cool aunt is cool as an aunt, but she's typically the girl that you don't want to date because your auntie is always the girl who's for the streets. Yes, he's correct. A man is running away from aggression because he understands that it's no happiness when you're around a aggressive woman.
Typically black men, include myself, who date outside the race, nigga, we looking for something weaker, not something stronger.
Because who wants to be in a relationship where you feel like the woman is gonna always be combative? One thing about other culture of women, they know how to be submissive because majority of them have grew up with their mother and father in the household, so they understand how a house is ran. When it comes to the typical black family, the black male is normally raised to be a simp because he's being programmed to be a son husband for his mother because there's no father around. But then that same mother teaches the daughter that you do not need a man whatsoever. That's one of the biggest miscommunication whenever it comes to the black community. The black men are just taught to be simps, and the black women are taught you don't respect a man at all because you could do better than him. But it's all coming from the same woman.
We ain't running to strength. We running for what we perceive is to be easy to get along with.
This is why you hear so many men say, I only want peace. I want to be in peace, because they grow up in chaotic household. Mother and sister were always arguing. Auntie and grandma were always arguing. When it comes to the black community, most of the chaos is amongst the women, which is why they call it the hyena community. Why? Because packs and clans of hyenas are ran by the women, and the guys are taught to be the weaker ones in the pack.
We running from understanding. Nigga, we just running for something easy to get along with.
So is it that the black man don't want to try to get along with a black woman, or is it you think it's just because dealing with a woman outside of their race is just more pleasant and that's just a more pleasant experience?
He's the woman outside the woman for the black man outside his race, in so many ways makes him feel more wanted.
I think everybody in a relationship wants to feel wanted. They want to feel appreciated. But if you have a black woman who's been taught that she's better than a black man, then it's pretty much nothing that she's going to do or say to him to make him feel appreciated, because her true nature is not to show weakness towards him. That's a point that a lot of women don't understand. We don't see the nurturing side of you in a black woman, but they see that nurturing side whenever it comes to other cultures, because other cultures of women lead with their nurturing side. A lot of black women, you're acting tough because you have to. I understand that. The men understand that. But a lot of guys are just saying, remove the mask. Show that nurturing side that you have when you're by yourself. But showing that side is your biggest fear, because you're afraid of being taken advantage of, because your mother taught you false oppression that a man is going to naturally hurt you, when theoretically men are being raised to worship you. It's a form of miscommunication, like I said before.
It makes him feel more dominant because the woman outside the race is more submissive.
Hey.
If we're gonna be honest.
Hey.
Every man's Every man's desire is to have a submissive woman, not one to control.
And he's not trying to control a woman. A man just wants a woman who understands that he wants to feel like a man. Men don't want to control their women at all. You only see that in the movies, and every now and then you will see a man who has mental issues that want to control his woman. But I've never in my life ever met a black man who was trying to control a black woman, because I've never seen a black man literally tough enough to try to want to dominate a black woman due to the fact of her dominancy. So men go to other cultures because women are leading with nurturing, and they automatically feel they can come in that woman's life and feel like a hero, not a controller. Women think submissiveness means control me. It doesn't. It means just show your nurturing side.
The black man ain't never controlled a woman.
Dang.
Unless he's abusive.
Mm.
Because his mother teaches him to be emasculated to a woman.
And this goes back to the loud aunties, the loud moms, and the loud grandmas. We just been taught to sit around and let them do and say whatever it is that they want to say, and we just go along with it. But as black men start to get older, they start to grow out of that simp phase. But by the time they grow out of that simp phase and they're trying to explain to the black woman what she's doing wrong to turn him off, everyone is too old to change at that point. So you have a lot of old dogs trying to learn new tricks, and it's not working. And why the government is aiming at the youth. Television and social media is aiming at the youth, but everyone that's outgrowing the masculine phase and the emasculine phase that they had ever since they were little, they realize what it is as an adult, but it's too late to change your mindset, which is why you have so many middle-aged black people that are single and battling loneliness because they don't know how to interact with each other.
His mother teaches him that. So if you date outside your race, the woman outside your race, she's taught to submit in the ways that a black man desires to have the black woman submit.
It's the first time in most black men's life that they actually get to feel like a man. Whenever you're around black women, you always feel like you have to prove yourself, even after you have proving yourself. So when men go to other cultures, it feels good. You know, you get to feel free, you get to feel dominant, but truthfully, after a while, you really don't want that pushover type women, and you start to seek stronger women, but then the stronger women show no nurturing side.
That's even sexually.
Really?
Even sexually.
Touching on something.
Yeah. So it's unfair to the black woman. Because the black man don't know what he want. We don't, homie.
He has some truth to that. And the reason why the black man is so confused is because you grow up and you become conditioned to these masculine women, but your brain doesn't feel good being with them. So when you go and get with these nurturing, submissive women, after a while, they start to bore you. Because when it comes to humans, you're always in competition with your past. Your past would structuralize your adulthood. So naturally, when it comes to black men, you want the submissive woman, but at the same time, you're conditioned to the masculine woman. So now we're living in a society where men are trying to get masculine women to act nurturing, but the key word in here is acting. We're not going to be able to complain and have all these videos and books and all these lectures explaining what's going on, because people have fell in love with just hearing what the problem is. People love to hear what a problem is. They love to hear what a solution is, but no one wants to act on it. When you don't want your whole life being emasculated, and a woman's been her whole life being emasculated, and then one day you get lonely, it's hard for you to just change up and be that person that knows how to be in a relationship. That's the biggest problem. Relationships is a fantasy, because what it takes to be in one people have never been taught to be that. Only a small few.
We don't know if we want a white woman, a Mexican woman, we either want or we don't want what we saw in our mothers. And that's the only thing we got.
Because a man doesn't want a woman like his mother screaming and yelling and having mood swings all the time. You don't know when she's happy. You don't know when she's sad. You're always playing hopscotch with your feelings. But when you get around these submissive women, then it's easier for a man to maintain one mood. That's the problem. Black men have become very moody because you're used to your mother being moody. You're used to all the women around you being moody. Your babysitter, moody. Grandma, aunties, they're always moody. So when you're moody, you're always jumping in and out of different emotions, which means you're jumping out of being different people. This is why women wear makeup. This is why they need so many clothes, so many shoes, because they're waking up dressing how they feel, and they're always feeling different. But men, they don't battle that many personalities, so they have less clothes and spend more of their money on toys for recreational. So men don't know what they want because they've taken on a feminine trait where their moods are swinging from being around and taught from women how to live life. They only know how to respond to life the same way as a woman, and that's in a state of confusion.
We either want or we don't want what we saw in our mothers. That's the only thing we got.
Once they start eating ass, how can you be romantic after people eat ass?
Yo.
Once women start like getting their ass ate, where do romance come in at? This shit
That's
is
to
this.
sell records.
Well, this shit is that ain't selling record. They really do that in real life, don't they?
Yeah.
No, but that's to sell records. It's just like how just in Carisha, please, like Trina used to say, like she used to say things that she really wasn't about, but you know, it's to sell records.
Well,
Remember, women are impressionable though.
It sells records for them, but it ended up becoming our
culture.
dating habits for us.
Yeah.
Whatever is in the music is what people are trying to emulate because music are spells. He's right. If they're talking about it in the music, then people take it and they start to mimic it in their life. Once you start taking sex to an extreme level, there's no way for you to go back to romance.